the Genesis G80. I've been waiting to drive one of these cars for a long time because they exude the luxury that you would only suspect in a higher end, higher costing vehicle. But the price point they have here for these, you wouldn't expect them to give you as much value as they do. And just from the outside look of it, just look at the exterior of this. Just the jewel front end of the front grille, the way the split lights kind of flow into this area next to the side markers. That is a design element that they continue along all the way to the rear of here. When you get to the rear lights, the integrated exhaust with like kind of the mesh design they have on the rear, like kind of diffuser, I guess you could say, right there is another nice design element. The wheel design is one of the highlights of this car, especially for what Genesis has designed, how it looks. It's like an aero discs type of look to it. It looks like it's cutting through the air as it's standing still. The interior is a highlight of this car that needs to be talked about. I'm gonna start off with the rear real quick, just to show you what the passengers get, okay? The passengers want for naught, okay? Look at this iconic carbon fiber material I talked about before, sun visors, Bang & Olufsen sound system sounds incredible in here. Auto up and down, this red stitching inside of the line with this red leather. And then you get to the seats and you get this like diamond stitch inside of the rear seat with this leather. You get a center area that you can bring down that gives you a full on heated seat. You can move the rear sunshade up and down by pressing this button, pressing it again. If you open this up, cup holders right there. You get rear climate control for the passengers in the rear. And on top of that, you still get storage inside of here as well. And a pass-through if you need to put something long like some skis in here as well. I mean, who would have thought that this was from Genesis? Now, rear seat room, in my seating position, it can be a little tight. But as I tell people all the time, I may not be a good litmus test because I'm an abnormally sized human. So even though my seat is in a very comfortable driving position, I can move this up if I need to. Like, I don't have to keep it in this position. So there's ample room, ample headroom. And the moonroof that they have in here, and I'm gonna open it from the rear because I could reach up there. That entire thing opens up and it almost gets all the way to like the rear passengers where you still can kind of get that experience of having the open air coming through you as well too. Then we get to the front. Let's go to the front real quick. Heads up display. You can kind of see it right up there. Speed, the cruise control, the speed limit on the road, you can see in that setting there. And it may be kind of small, but that's where the heads up display is. They also have this digital cluster display. This is an extremely responsive screen and display. If you go home, you can go to different settings, 3D setup, media, climate, the seat controls. You can go in here and change up the seat controls for the driver's seat, select how to adjust it. I can adjust it from here. I can adjust the seat back by literally just pressing forward. If I press forward, see the seat? All what's inside the same controls. If I hit back, seat's back. This is all inside of the infotainment system. So, I mean, it's just stacked. It's just a bunch of things that are just awesome. Back to the interior. We go back home, full infotainment system, Bang & Olufsen system as I told before, this carbon fiber trim, double stitch, soft touch dashboard. Here's what I do like. This isn't an overly long dashboard. It's kind of pushed up to the windshield where you have a lot of space available for you in the front as a passenger and as a driver. Flat bottom steering wheel feels amazing. Cup holders right here, wireless charger. Driving modes can be selected here. You can select different things in the menu and you can control it from also here. You don't have to necessarily use the touchscreen display up there. You can also use this dial right here to get through different areas that you want to go to and what you need to look at. And obviously, glove box. And as you see this here, this is 78,000. Now it starts at 77. This is a G80 3.5 liter Prestige, okay? So a 3.5 liter twin turbo V6, 8-speed automatic. Yes, I know. Some people might say, Okay, CarQuicks, that's still a lot of money. But obviously in this realm of what car we're talking about, that matches into the other manufacturers, and it offers it at a higher level as far as the trim package and the performance and the things that you get with it. Also, if you look right here, you get these paddle shifters for sport mode to change the gears. Right here is like a camera that kind of looks at you when you're driving into these like kind of hands-free cruise control modes. And I put in quotations because some of it isn't as hands-free as you might think, but it does offer you the ability to have it in the type of a mode where you can drive it and have it in a set cruise control where you don't have to spend so much time with your hands on the steering wheel. Audio quality is great. The controls on the steering wheel are tactile. You can see the different details they have in them where you can feel them. Everything, even though this is capacitive touch right here, which is usually not something everybody wants, you still get dials and controls for the things that are most important, even down to the details on the start and stop button for how it looks when it's like jeweled around the side of it. Let me get my seat correctly where I want it to be. But this, I mean, what a nice, just a nice experience and a nice car. This is luxury. I say Alcantara, this might be like a synthetic type of material, but even on the ceiling and on the B pillars, A pillars right here, B pillars, you get this soft material that feels almost like Alcantara. But this car just overall just exudes luxury and excellence. The double stitching on the dashboard right here, the screen layout they have, the leather that they have right here in red, the way the steering wheel is, it's nice and thick feeling when you're driving it, the flat bottom, the chrome, the aluminum accents, the little crystal dial they have here at the center. You can't see it, but let me show you real quick. The little crystal dial they have right here in the center, this little almost carbon fiber-esque type of material, and all the soft touch leather and everything that you feel on the car. It's just a great experience. A great amount of power and performance that you can feel when you press on the gas and just feel the acceleration and the buildup of the speed. And it's a nice, shifts are smooth. They're not aggressive. It just, like I said, because you want to be inside of a car that is a luxury car, you want it to feel a certain way. You want it to be a certain way. And this delivers on that because it gives you that feeling of that luxury that you've seen from higher brands, BMW, Mercedes, Lexus. And this is right in line. This is a sports-oriented luxury sedan. The steering is four-wheel steering on here. You can just kind of feel it hug the corners and kind of like move the rear end into the corner and how you feel it. It's just an experience that if you were judging this off of the price point, you would be missing out on how good this car is. You have to pay a certain amount to get to this level, and Genesis is giving it to you with a mountain of features for a lot less. Right here at the bottom, there's like a digital capacitive touch panel that has the heated controls. We have ventilated seats, we have heated seats, we have the air controls. There's obviously dual zone climate in the front as far as you and the passenger. Accelerating, if you go into these corners, it's just, you get that nice sound, exhaust note, engine induction sound from this twin turbo motor. Just sounds really nice. The suspension shifts. It has paddle shifting here if you're into, shifting your own gears, and it'll drop down gears in a fairly quick fashion. One of the things I do like about these cars, and again, audio. Bang & Olufsen again, which is, it's crazy. Bang & Olufsen's in a lot of these cars. You don't hear a lot of wind noise. The heads-up display is clear. It's right in front of you. It also shows you the speed of the road you're on, the speed that you're carrying. If you wanted to go into cruise control, smart cruise control, and things of that nature, you can do that as well. Now, one of the things it does have, it has an auto start and stop. Now, you can turn that off. If I press this button here, this shows all the cameras around me here on the screen. It shows me behind me, next to me. That's nice to see, especially if you're like traffic jam or traffic, or a truck is maybe you feel like it's too close to you. You can kind of check that view and see where it's at. And then drive modes. Right here is drive mode. So I can change it right now. I'm in sport mode. In sport mode, what you'll get is this ability to have the RPMs hold a little bit longer. The gauge cluster will change. And when you take off, much more aggressive delivery of power. All I can say is that this is exactly the level of quality that, not that I didn't think that they had, this is all the type of quality that I suspected when I saw the Genesis name and brand when it came to how their cars looked and how they performed. It's an amazing drive. You'll love this car.